Let's get to the streets now. Theophilus Elama is somewhere in Ikeja, and he's standing by at the newspaper stand to let us know what Nigerians are saying. Theophilus, can you take it away from here?
All right, Mike, we're here at the newspaper stand. Like, as ever, it's always a robust discussion here. The headlines, a lot of people are reacting to the headlines in newspapers this morning. Looking at, first of all, the Punch newspaper is talking about presidency search for strong consensus candidates. Buhari directs APC governors. And of course, it's also talked about the kidnappers, the kidnapped Methodist prelate saying that kidnappers showed us decomposing bodies. Church paid 100 million naira ransom. Other newspapers this morning, like the Daily Sun here, is saying Buhari meets governors, gives hints of preferred successor. This is part of the headlines, of course, and most of these headlines are more of the same slant here, talking about Buhari win APC governors in the Daily Trust. Looking at the New Telegraph, 2023, allow me choose my successor, Buhari urges APC governors. Now, a lot of people have been reacting to the different headlines this morning, and of course we have them right here at the newspaper stand, ready to talk to us about what they feel about the headlines in the newspapers this morning. Let's start with you, sir. What do you think about these headlines? Looking at the headlines right now about the prelate that has just been released, and he said they paid 100 million naira as ransom to President Buhari, asking the governors to give him the opportunity to choose his preferred successor. What do you think?
All is rubbish.
Let's avoid foul words here, please. Let's avoid foul words here, okay? We're live on air. Okay, so please.
Allow me to choose my successor. Is it the one to allow us to choose his own successor or our own successor? Okay. Is he speaking for his own self or for Fulani or for Nigeria?
But he has the right to ask for the opportunity.
He has the opportunity he has now. He has the opportunity to talk whatever he wanted to talk. But it's not for us in Nigerians. Okay. So he's not the one to choose, or we are not the one to tell him, or we are the one to tell him that he should allow us to choose our successor, not him himself. Okay. As a Nigerians.
Okay, so let's go to you, sir. What do you think?
It's an exhibition of the military, the military thing in Buhari. Okay. Because on that normal democratic dispensation, you allow the people to determine. You allow the people to decide. Who are you to say you should? You know, some people chose you, and there was a process by which you were chosen. Allow the same process to go through. So allow the best candidate to emerge. You are the father of the nation. You should not be dictatorial. You should allow people to say, okay, this is who we want, and this is what we want. That is the essence of democracy.
Okay, so let's also look at this issue of the prelates now, who talked about the fact that he paid 100 million naira as ransom. Looking at the insecurity situation in Nigeria, are you concerned?
Let me speak on that. For that of a primate of a Methodist church that said he paid 100 million naira ration,
the church paid 100 million.
And the church, before they paid, they must have called those people. Why did Nigeria not block their line, tell them to do any end? And why do they not trace them? Why must it be that we, the innocent people walking on streets, we, the law-abiding citizens, we are the ones that block their line? MTN blocked my line for no reason. These people that they are paid the 100 million naira to, how do they communicate with them? Okay. Which network did they use? Why do they not trace to know where those people come from? Why are they punishing innocent citizens? And the real criminals are able to be arrested. They are paying a ration to them. So what kind of country are we living? What are they trying to tell us? We are talking of insecurity. Are they using it to punish the innocent citizens, or they are encouraging crime to grow in this country? You know where it's called 100 million naira to be paid to criminals? And real people, we even have 100 of graduates looking for work they did not see. Even many of the church members, they did not get work. Now they don't want to go and throw away 100 million naira to criminals. And the Nigerian government has not been able to arrest those criminals. What kind of country are we living? This is a terrible experience. It's not ideal. It's uncalled for. So I don't know who I will say they should do something about it. What I'm saying is that Nigeria is not mature enough to live as a democratic country. Let the white men come again and recolonize us, because we don't know what we are doing. Yes, we don't know what we are doing.
What again?
Yeah, they'll go block our life.
The same thing that this my brother said. I can say the same thing. Because we innocent Nigerians, we are suffering.
What type of rubbish?
We innocent Nigerians, we are suffering. The point of how a criminal will be inside bush requesting for 100 million. The man said he was negotiating 10 million and they show him the decomposed human being that they killed. And they had to pay 100 million and we are suffering. Whom are they paying that money to? What are they using that money to do? What kind of bush that is inside this country that the security men are not there? Are we not having the equipment to check on those things? Why are we buying Tucano? What is Tucano meant for? I want to know. I'm asking government, what is Tucano meant for? Is it meant to check criminals or to fetch criminals out of the bush, out of wherever they hide out? Are they telling us that we are still a child in this country, a child of 20 years? Is this a small child again?
At this time.
Eh? Since we have this democracy, the money is going to one side. It's not coming to the other side. Some people are enjoying and some people are dying. Some people are crying and some people are laughing. Is it how the democratic country will be?
Okay.
Eh?
All right. Let me go to another person now. Chairman, what's your own take on this?
Paying ransom to criminals is an indirect way of funding them, funding criminality. You understand? And this is one of the failures of our government. They have not been able to address the situation decisively. Before now, people will be abducted and they will be asking for 10 million. They will be asking for 5 million. But because they saw the lifestyle, the flamboyant lifestyle of the leadership, they have now jacked up, the ransom they were collecting from people. Now, see them now asking for 100 million. You won't be surprised, It has been paid, yes, it has been paid. You won't be surprised that these same people, if they abduct another people, they will not be asking for 100 million again. They will be asking for 120 million.
So what do you think we can do to end all of these things now?
Yes, sir. It's the responsibility of the government to ensure that every Nigerian is safe wherever he or she is. You understand? But this thing is, an indirect manifestation of failure of the Buhari administration. Okay. When it comes to security, there are other areas he has done well, but in security, on security matter, is failure.
Okay. So let's talk to you now. What do you think?
Okay. Based on the issue of insecurity, what is leading to this problem majorly is unemployment. In a country that the suffering is too much, this is what you expect. Because it's not everybody that can endure. Like someone that have not eaten for so long. Once they have many small opportunity, he can make use of it to get what he will use to settle himself. And the solution to this problem that we are facing in this country, let's be sincere to ourselves. Once government can provide enough job and a conducive environment for everybody, all these criminal gang elements that is coming up, you will see that it will go down. That's the major problem. So I don't have too much.
It's not a matter of talking too much. It's unfortunate that it's a misadventure. As I've said earlier, Nigeria is not qualified to rule themselves. Like, for example, now since 1960, when Nigeria said they get their independence, all the road that Oyinbo constructed for us is the road they are still patching today. Nigeria have not been able to create new road. And every year they are releasing money for budget for road, no good road, no education, no health care. Whenever a governor, no water, no education. Whenever a governor is sick, they will fly him abroad. President is sick, they will fly him abroad. They will not give example to go to general hospital. Why are you a public servant? A public servant now turn to a public master. Before they want to vote them in, they will come and be moved from house to house. Vote for me, vote for me. After the end are finished, they will use tinted glass with koboko to be lacing you for road that you must allow them to pass. See, Nigeria have no government. Let's take an example from South Africa, late Nelson Mandela. When he was sick, they say go abroad for treatment. They say, are they crazy? Whoever that call himself a professional doctor should come to his country in South Africa, that he will not leave Pretoria. He will not go to any other country for treatment. They must come to his own country to come and treat him.
In other words, we should ensure that
yes, Nigeria government must ensure that if they are real government or they want to work as a government, they should put all these modern facilities in order. so that everything here will be conducive. Nigeria was one called Giant of Africa, but today Nigeria is the slave of Africa.
All right, so let me have your take. What do you think about the issue?
Well, my issue is that we are talking about the government, because the government is not good for we, the citizens of the Nigeria. Because we, the citizens of Nigeria, we are suffering enough. Since Nigeria get independence in 1960, we are magnet 1963. There is no any good thing coming for the citizens of Nigeria. The good thing coming for the citizens of Nigeria is the rich people that they on top. While we, the poor masses, we are suffering. While we, the poor masses, are suffering, when they reach the time of election now, 2023 is coming out, PDP, APC, the different things they come, they share money to themselves, to do the thing, they magnet everything, their family. But we, the poor masses, we are suffering. Look at today now. In a Lagos State, they ban Okada. A lot of graduates in Nigeria, I'm a graduate also. I graduated from University of Calabar, but I don't have any job. Who the solution of Nigeria that provide to us? Nothing. They are providing for their own children. When the end of the day, they fly over the outside country, make a profession to themselves, but they are forgetting the poor people that the masses we are suffering. It's not fair. If in Nigeria want to do a right thing for when we are magnet 1963 and we create a good government, we need a good solution in this country because we are suffering. When they want to do a good thing, let them remember the poor masses. We are the poor masses, we are the people who are guiding them. Forget about even the cardiac. Look at the thing that Boko Haram they are doing. It is fair? It is fair? It's not fair. Because we Nigeria people, we are suffering because in our sentiment with ourselves, because we say Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo, they say one Nigeria. Are we one Nigeria? We are not one Nigeria.
We are one Nigeria. We are one Nigeria.
Let me explain my feeling. Okay. We are one Nigeria. If you say we are one Nigeria, everything to shed according to the procedure. Because look at me, I'm going to have to go and look for a job. I didn't have job. Now they stop Okada. Who the profession they give to the Okada people now? We the people that are suffering. Some people will have, they are paying hard rents. They are doing a lot of things. They are trying even to manage to bring their family up. I myself, I have 4 children. No job to me. Now my wife takes me away. She run away to go and meet the family because I cannot provide any, let me say 5 naira to give to us. To say, okay, if you keep any, please screw me in a day. So we have to sit ourselves down. The people that are really us, they need to think about with the poor masses.
All right. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much for talking to us. I'm afraid we're out of time at this point, but thank you very much for talking to us, gentlemen, for your robust discussion. Thank you so much. Of course, we have been having some form of robust discussion here at the newspaper stands in Ikeja, Lagos. Over to you, Mike, Kemi, and Sam.
Thank you very much, Theophilus, for guiding that discussion there. You could see from the itching to want to talk.
Absolutely.
People have a lot bottled up inside. They want to talk.
Even without being prodded, everyone had one talking point. Yeah. One talking point from insecurity, they moved now to level education, to joblessness, and of course politics. They all had very strong opinions there on the streets.
I really feel for that fellow who said
the last
he had
speaker.
4 children and the wife left him.
him.
You can see where he was boiling from. The pent-up frustration, the feeling of masculine impotence, the failure as a husband, failure as a father, failure as a citizen, failure as a person in the world, failure to provide for himself,
absolutely.
Failure in his pride, is really deep. And also the first person who spoke about imposition, it goes to the core of democracy. And, I said earlier that the only way to be a hypocrite is to be a hypocrite. That is what is going on. He said, the president said, it's not my business, quote and unquote. It's not my problem. The issue of who is the successor. Now it is a problem. It's not his problem. It's going to even be his problem that he has said that it is going to
duty
to do it to pick his president. It's going to be a problem for him. And this is what we are seeing on the streets. And they are saying, what is going on? on with this?
It's
What
all
is
right.
going on with it?
Well, we'll see how these things pan out as we get along.